Imagine, standing in the middle of a vast desert are only 313 people. In front of them stands nearly 1,000 warriors, equipped with superior weapons and backed by powerful tribes filled with pride. Every calculation predicted defeat for this small group, but history chose to write a different story. Today, Ayat and Adams takes you inside an event that cannot simply be called a battle. It was a test of faith, an example of leadership, and a day the Quran remembers as the day of Al-Furqan. Let's discover how the Battle of Badr changed the future of the entire Arab world and reshaped the course of Islamic history. About 130 kilometers from Medina, Bodor was a wide plain surrounded by hills. The area had an oval-like shape and natural defensive protection on all sides. But Bodor's importance was not only geographical. It was a key stop along the international trade route stretching from Yemen to Syria. Merchant caravans rested here, collected water, and conducted business transactions. Several wells existed in Bodor. One well was so clear that the reflection of the moon could be seen in its water. In Arabic, the full moon is called Badr, and this is how the place received its name. Even before Islam, annual festivals were held here. Different tribes gathered, trade flourished, and poetry was recited. Badr was both a social and economic meeting center. Before the migration, Hijrah, Muslims in Mecca faced severe persecution. Even after they began building a new society in Madinah, tensions did not end. The Quraysh of Mecca feared that if Muslims grew stronger, their political and economic influence would decline. In the second year after Hijrah, an incident increased tensions further. During a conflict, a Quraysh tribal leader was killed. Although compensation was paid, Quraysh leaders could not forget the matter. Then another event unfolded. A wealthy trade caravan was returning to Mecca from Syria. Rumors spread that Muslims might intercept it. The caravan leader, Abu Sufyan, quickly sent a message to Mecca asking for military support. After receiving the message, a large army marched from Mecca. Their goal was not only to protect the caravan, but also to crush the growing strength of the Muslims. Meanwhile, upon receiving news, Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, advanced toward Badr with a limited number of companions. The Muslim army consisted of only 313 people. They had very few horses and limited weapons. Many companions took turns riding the same camel. Despite being fewer in number, their purpose was clear. 17th Ramadan, 624 CE. The two armies stood face to face on the field of Badr. Historical accounts mention that on the night before the battle, Muslims prepared themselves mentally and spiritually. Some were engaged in worship, while others finalized strategies. The Prophet, peace be upon him, inspected the battlefield and determined the positions of the soldiers. Controlling the water wells became a key strategic decision. This choice later played a major role in the outcome of the battle. According to Arab tradition, the battle began with single combat. Warriors from both sides stepped forward. In the very first clashes, several important Quraysh fighters were killed. Then the full battle began. A dusty desert, intense tension, and an uncertain future. The moment marked a turning point in history. Although outnumbered, the Muslim forces were highly organized. Responsibilities were clearly assigned to each group. At the right moment, a sudden coordinated attack was launched, creating confusion within the Quraysh army. During the battle, Abu Jahl, one of the chief leaders of Quraysh, was killed. This shattered their morale. Soon, the battle turned decisively in favor of the Muslims. Around 70 Quraysh leaders were killed, and another 70 were taken prisoner. The prisoners were treated humanely. Ransom terms were set, and those who were educated were asked to teach reading and writing to the children of Madinah. This became a unique example of valuing knowledge. After this victory, Madinah emerged as a strong and recognized state. Various Arab tribes began to realize that Muslims were no longer a small group, but a rising power. The prestige of the Quraysh declined, and their trade routes became insecure. Mecca's economic position depended heavily on the Syria-Mecca trade route. After Badr, that route became risky, weakening their commercial influence. Meanwhile, the economic position of the Muslims strengthened. The Quran describes this day as Al-Furqan, meaning the day that distinguished truth from falsehood. Because this battle proved that victory does not depend only on weapons or numbers. Faith, patience, and leadership can change history. This victory greatly increased the confidence of the Muslims. People began to realize that a new social order was emerging. Other communities living in Madinah also observed this transformation closely. Historians believe that if Muslims had been defeated in this battle, the history of Islam might have taken a completely different path. It was the first major military test. This victory laid the foundation for all future changes. The Battle of Badr teaches us that history is not always changed by strength in numbers, but by strength of belief. Just 313 people showed the world that with unity and clear purpose, even the impossible can become possible. To learn more true stories from history, stay connected with Ayat and Atoms. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like, share your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe now to Ayat and Atoms for more historical insights.